Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Soon we'll be bringing out our graduates, and I want to tell you, family members, they look good. I really want you guys to take your time and enjoy today. Celebrate your students, all while being very respectful to your neighbors in here today, and we're going to have a good time. Thanks for all you've done for Kings Fork High School, and then some of you guys I've been around today personally. Also, thank you for everything that you've done for me. We're going to get back here. I'm going to kind of hustle around the side here, and we're going to get this celebration started, okay? All right.
Now. Now, please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Say it again. Oh. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good evening, good evening. How's everyone tonight? Very good. Welcome to the graduation ceremonies for the class of 2022. Dr. Judith Brooks Buck, Dr. Gordon, Dr. Branch, Dr. Brown, honor guests, parents, family, and students. It is a pleasure to welcome you here today for this memorable occasion. At this time, I would like to present the principal of Kings Fork High School, Mr. Derek Bryant.
I told you they look good, right? Dr. Brooks Buck, school board members, Dr. Gordon, SAO staff, and most importantly, the class of 2022. Family and friends, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the graduation of this class. Today we are recognizing a total of 320 plus graduates. Included in that total is 150 honor graduates. All of this has been made possible by the 100 plus educators we have here at Kings Fork High School. At this time, I would like, if you serve in any capacity at Kings Fork High School, to please stand. Please join me in giving these educators a round of applause. At this time, I would like to ask that all of the men and women that serve in our armed forces to please stand. It is because of the men and women that serve and protect this country that these and other memorable occasions are made possible here. Now, lastly, before I turn this over to Dr. Brooks Buck, I want to take this time to introduce somebody or some people that are very personal to me. I want my mom and my aunt to stand, please. Okay. And I want to showcase them today because we all know, especially as educators, families take the brunt of those shortcomings. There have been long nights and they've been there for me. And lastly, before I turn this over, I also wanted to introduce you to exactly where they are because just like many of you today, if you all say something about their baby, I want you to know where they're located. Because both of them, like the kids say, want that smoke. Okay, so at this time, I would like to introduce our school board chair, Dr. Judith Brooks Buck.
What in the world can you say after that? All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the best and the brightest young people in Suffolk, Virginia. Before introducing the superintendent and the other members of the Suffolk School Board, I want to take a minute to thank the many partners in education who've made the day the wonderful event that it is. Public education has been the pathway for most Americans to reach the levels of educational and, of course, economic prosperity that they enjoy today. Most recent statistics show that 90%, or 50.8 million students, are educated in the public schools of America, a little over 14,000 of which attend Suffolk Public Schools. Your tax dollars serve a great purpose. They keep our community alive and thriving. For this, we thank you. Our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, caregivers, our city council members who vote to fund schools, state and national leaders, and all members of the Suffolk Public Schools family, from office personnel, bus drivers, cooks, and custodians, to administrators, teachers, and technology professionals, keep our schools open and functioning. Thank you all for trusting us with your precious young people. We have given you a great return on your investment today as we celebrate the end of this portion of the role we play in the educational journey of Suffolk's best. We are happy to share that the individuals who receive diplomas today will keep the city, state, and nation alive and thriving for years to come in existing careers and in career fields yet to be created. Though the pandemic is still raging, our students refuse to be defeated. They demonstrated self-discipline and self-control. They cared for one another, and they won in the classrooms, and on the fields of play. Amid a lingering pandemic, more than 42% of these young people will graduate with honors today. In addition, they can look forward to college without tuition or loans because they have been offered over $13 million in scholarships and grants. We celebrated multiple state championships, which also led not just to prominence on the field, but also to money to support higher education. Over the years, our students learned to commit themselves to service, whether to the military, public service, or for some students, even missionary service. The importance of their learning experiences is showing today. We are fortunate to have one of our state delegates with us today, the Honorable Clinton Jenkins. Delegate Jenkins, would you please stand? He is a product of Suffolk Public Schools, and he did not forget us. His consistent support for Suffolk Public Schools is immeasurable. He has encouraged our students, our seniors, with 401 personally signed letters to those receiving honor grades, and he ensured that Suffolk students' names are remembered forever in the halls of the Virginia General Assembly, with proclamations for the record-breaking work of our award-winning athletes. We thank you. We also have some other persons here. We have our councilman, Leotis Williams, from the Whaleyville Borough. Would you please stand? Councilman Williams, we thank you for your consistent support in funding the school budget. This is where we get our money, most of it. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Members of the Suffolk School Board represent a large constituency of individuals with diverse opinions, and we continually strive to serve in ways that we believe are in the best interest of the children and families of Suffolk. I am fortunate enough to work with an exceptional group of 5 former educators with over 158 years of direct experience in teaching and public school administration. Additionally, our members of the board include a business owner and current behavior specialist in public schools with a background in marriage and family counseling, and a current educator in a neighboring school system and business owner with youth nonprofit and mentoring program who rounds out our group. Board members, please stand as I introduce you. Our school board vice chair representing the Whaleyville Borough, my right and left hand, Mrs. Phyllis Byram. Mrs. Karen Jenkins, representing the Cypress Borough and our inside contract in the Virginia General Assembly. Mrs. Sherry Story, representing the Chuckatuck Borough, who is not with us today. She's home with a sick family member. Mrs. Loretta Mayo, representing the Holy Neck Borough. Mrs. Heather Spivey Howell, who represents the Sleepy Hole Borough. Mr. Tyron Riddick, who represents the Suffolk Borough. And I am proud to represent the Nansemond Borough. Today, I am more than pleased to have been given the task of introducing the head of the Suffolk Public Schools leadership team, our superintendent, Dr. John B. Gordon III. Dr. Gordon is a graduate of the University of Virginia with an undergraduate degree in psychology and a Master of Education degree with emphasis in history and social studies. In addition, he earned his postmaster's endorsement in administration and supervision from Virginia Commonwealth University and a Doctor of Education degree from Virginia Tech. For more than 24 years, Dr. Gordon worked with young people in the public schools of Richmond, Fredericksburg, Chesterfield, and now Suffolk. He has held multiple administrative positions in those school systems, beginning his executive journey as Dean of Students, an assistant principal, a director of administrative services, and chief of schools. While most individuals would find the positions Dr. Gordon held to be time-consuming and more than enough, he did not. He has served as an adjunct professor in 3 schools of education: the University of Mary Washington, Eastern Mennonite University, and the University of Virginia. He has also coached basketball and chaired the Virginia High School League. He owns and operates an educational consulting company and has authored a book. Last year, Dr. Gordon was also one of 17 superintendents to be appointed by the former governor to the Education Commission of the states, and most recently has led the superintendent's work group for the new state administration. Dr. Gordon continues to lead with genuine care and concern for students, the employees of Suffolk Public Schools, and their families. Dr. Gordon understands the importance of including the leadership team when making decisions and holds team members accountable to the highest levels for all decisions that they make. Board members know that decisions made by the superintendent are carefully considered with input from multiple perspectives. While COVID-19 remains our new reality, Dr. Gordon and his team continue to find ways to lessen stress on students and staff with rearranged work schedules and recommended changes to student schedules. He's determined to applaud students and employees' successes while adding new supports in areas of weakness. Last year, Dr. Gordon gave scholarships from his own salary to encourage and support scholar athletes. A father of a high school senior and a middle schooler himself, Dr. Gordon epitomizes the academic preparation, experience, and character traits necessary for a time such as this. I consider it a great honor to present to some and introduce to others Dr. John B. Gordon III.
Thank you, Dr. Buck. You should write all my stuff. All right. Good afternoon, Bulldogs. Y'all need to wake up. Good afternoon, Bulldogs. That's what I'm talking about. I am Dr. John B. Gordon III, proud Division Superintendent of Suffolk Public Schools.
And I want to take a few moments to officially say congratulations to the Kings Fork High School graduating class of 2022. And I agree with Mr. Bryant, y'all look good, y'all look sharp. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have to tell you that this class is special. Our future leaders of the city of Suffolk have worked extremely hard for the past 13 years in the classroom, on the field, and dealing with this thing that we call COVID-19. For the class of 2022, their high school journey can be divided into 2-year segments. As a freshman, you were nervous when you started school. Why? Because it was your first year of high school. You had to learn your way around campus. You had to learn to manage your time, and you figured out what activities that you wanted to get involved in based on your interests, athletic abilities, or just to pass the time. You wondered if you were going to join the internationally known and globally respected Marching Bulldogs. You wondered what life was going to be like as a sophomore. In your second year of high school, you no longer got lost. You created a core group of friends, teammates, and built lasting relationships with your teachers. Even though you were still an underclassman, you felt so much more comfortable at school. You could not wait until your junior year when you could call yourself an upperclassman. But then, things changed on March 13th, 2020. Your sophomore year was cut short due to the pandemic. Schools were closed for in-person instruction for the remainder of the year on the day that the men's basketball team was going to win the state championship. I am so proud of the way the Kings Fork High School Bulldogs persevered. During your junior year, many of you had only 13 days of face-to-face instruction. And even though you had to wear masks, all of you showed your love for KFHS. The graduating class of 2022 led the current group of underclassmen through the pandemic. Their last 2 years of high school were the most challenging 2 years in the history of the field of education. But they did it, and they did it well. From the internationally known International Baccalaureate program to the state champion girls basketball team, Kings Fork is where it's at. So today, we are not saying goodbye to the class of 2022, but instead, we are saying we need you. We need you to continue to be the great hopes for our city. We need you to come back and work for Suffolk Public Schools. We need you to teach your younger brothers, sisters, cousins, and your play cousins what it means to graduate from Kings Fork High School. Speaking of coming back and working for SPS, and doing my research, I understand that a few of you have already decided that you want to teach when you graduate from college. So I am going to do something that has never been done before. I am going to give you a letter of intent and an open contract for you to come back and teach for us in the fall of 2026 or 2027. Now, that extra year is in case you want to get that master's degree. I am going to call on our Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Jessica Avery, to assist me with these letters of intent. I am giving these letters of intent to Xavier Gardner, who wants to teach English. Xavier, please stand. No, Xavier, you got to keep standing up. Miss Avery's coming behind you. You got a job, man. But we are not done. We're also giving a letter of intent to Ezekiel Pearson, who wants to become a math or music teacher. I got to find your parents up here because your parents are happy because you got a job too, man. To all of our graduates, I want to thank you for your dedication, school spirit, determination, and grit. But most importantly, I want to thank you for being so special. Congratulations again to the Kings Fork High School class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. On behalf of Dr. Ron Lee, our Director of Secondary Leadership, an additional scholarship has just been added. This is by the Real Brothers Fishing Club. They just had their first recent annual fundraiser to support a graduating high school senior from each of our 3 schools. They are proud to support me in giving a scholarship donation of $360 to a senior who has helped strengthen our community with their involvement in the Crime Stoppers Club at their respective high school. This year, the scholarship recipient that I'm going to ask to come to the stage is none other than Jamal Jackson. He clean too. Y'all see those shoes? Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen, every year I ask the administrative teams at our 3 high schools to nominate a student that truly exemplifies what it means to be a Kings Fork High School Bulldog. The only criteria that I ask is that the student be in good standing, both academically and behaviorally, that they are involved in extracurricular activities, and that they are great leaders for the school. Mr. Bryant picked someone who has maintained a 3.8 GPA, has spent numerous hours volunteering for programs such as Meals on Wheels and also tutoring fellow SPS students. This person has been named the Southeastern District Senior Male Athlete of the Year, as well as earning recognition as the Esprit de Corps Student Athlete of the Week, with outstanding leadership that led Coach Joffrion to call this young man the perfect example for our young guys. As a tremendous football player who also happens to star in soccer, where he received a scholarship to Virginia Commonwealth University, this year's Dr. John B. Gordon III Superintendent Scholarship for $333.33 is awarded to Jean-Claude Bow.
We are honoring all our graduates this evening, but 2 students in particular deserve special recognition, the valedictorian and the salutatorian, the top 2 students in the class of 2022. These students work hard year after year, taking some of the most challenging courses offered. It wasn't easy, especially having to adapt and adjust to in the pandemic, but they persevered and today are honored for their academic achievement. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2022, Ms. Octavia Michelle Jones. Go to that one, that one. Your speech is under it.
I don't know why you're trying to have me go right after superintendent, but all right. So I would like to welcome the class of 2022, faculty, family, and especially the custodians. We all know King's Fork would implode without y'all. Whatever rank or grade you received in the end, we're all sitting here together as a cohort. Remember the past years of 2020 and 2021? Everyone should feel proud because we did something that others cannot. We managed to take the pains and the trials of COVID-19 and turn it to our own success here today. Scary as it sounds, the moment you leave the ceremony, your childhood ends. But this should not be something to stress over because no matter what you did as a child, it meant something to you. Be it trying to choose or not choose pizza or chicken, trying to decide what's actually food at King's Fork, trying to find the non-flooded bathroom at King's Fork, or just hanging out with friends. It all meant something to you and is part of who you are. This ceremony today is the beginning of a new stage of your life, adulthood. So while the times of independence are now hanging over y'all's heads, I hope that each of you has someone important in your lives to lean on when the times are tough. Some of you may be moving thousands of miles away, like me, sadly, or some of you may be staying nearby. But before you go, remember that your past and future experiences can and will impact you, further creating the brilliant people I know you all can be. Typically right now is when we'll be reciting the poem, The Road Not Taken, or Oh, the Places You'll Go. These poems and so many others encourage us to make tough decisions regarding our futures to create new paths for ourselves. However, while these poems inspire us to move forward, they forget to remind us of the places we've already been and the memories already created. So every once in a while, I want you to take a moment and look around you. All these people next to you are sharing a moment with you, waiting for this boring salutatorian to finish her speech and go home. But you're completely responsible for the choices you make. The world is being left in our hands, and we have the responsibility to protect it and improve it for our generations and future others. Your actions can and will make or break this world that we all live in. I'm not asking you to overturn a corrupt government, end world hunger, or even solve the Wills versus Doors argument, even though it is Wills. Just remember that you have the power to make an impact on your lives and others around you. Simple actions ranging from opening doors to spreading words on issues that need to be challenged can change this world for the better. We are the generation that can create the momentum to bring about real change in this world. So do it. Say hi to a stranger, open a door for someone, or start a global movement to institute change. Don't stay under the state of procrastination or worries. Take a risk, have fun, do something daring, be the best person you can be. I hope that each night before you sleep, you think, I did that, and have pride in every aspect of your life. After all, life is too short for could'ves or should'ves. As salutatorian, my speech is meant to celebrate your high school career, but I also want to celebrate your future successes starting here today. Today is a moment that I'm so proud to share with all of you, and it'll be the first of many times that you'll be proud of. Be the best person you can be and carry that same pride you feel right now with every step you take out of this auditorium into the next stage of this crazy adventure we all call life. All right, guys, I've talked your ears off, so once again, congrats, we did it.
Our students work very hard this year by applying for scholarships. This time is a very time-consuming process that requires perseverance and hard work. It also requires students who have worked hard their entire high school careers to have the qualifications necessary to be eligible for these scholarships. I am very proud to announce that as of 11:42 p.m. last night, Kings Fork High School has been awarded $6,774,123. Thank you. Our next speaker has set high goals for himself. Throughout his high school career in school, he has pushed himself to do his very best. Today we recognize him for all of his hard work. Please welcome the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Mr. Anthony Jane.
Welcome, fellow cohort, staff, family members, faculty, and distinguished guests. I am honored to stand before you today to congratulate the senior class of 2022 on your attendance at this graduation ceremony. You've earned it. Now, I know that all of you are excited to receive your diplomas, but I would also like to take this time to thank those who have contributed to our success. To the office staff who work to make sure that our school is running in order, as well as informing us about the day's events, we thank you. To the faculty who write out lesson plans and provide us with an education that commands academic excellence, we thank you. To the custodial staff who help to maintain the cleanliness of the halls and classrooms to ensure a suitable learning environment, we thank you. I would personally like to thank the friends that I've made throughout these 4 years. When in need of assistance, I can always count on you guys to be there for me. Although I appreciate the good times that we've had together, I feel like it was during the rough times, whether it be quarantining during the pandemic, writing an analytical essay about a novel that we didn't read, preparing for exams, or filling out college applications, that we were able to build relationships with one another and a sense of camaraderie that I hope that will continue to thrive after high school. Last but not least, something that is long overdue, I would like to thank my parents who are sitting in the stands tonight. I will not forget the sacrifices that you have made to put me in this position filled with opportunities. Thank you for always pushing me to be the best version of myself, and I hope that I've made you proud tonight. As for the words of wisdom that I'm supposed to give to the senior class of 2022, it was difficult to come up with something that wouldn't have sounded cliche, as I'm sure that you have already heard it all. So without sounding too cliche, I have 2 pieces of advice. The first is to not take yourself too seriously. The world is a large place, and you will meet people who are different from you. Having a sense of humility and the will to forgive yourself and others will come a long way in fostering and maintaining strong relationships with others. The second piece of advice is to always remind yourself to take in the moment. After all, you've done it. You've successfully survived high school, along with the many essays you had to write, math problems you had to solve, and hours of sleep you had to lose, just so you can do it all over again in college. Or maybe you've decided on another path, such as the military or the workforce. Either way, you will all play an integral role in society, and no matter what path you decided to take, it's important to remember that whatever you decide to do in life, at some point, you will have obstacles, and you will find that your goal is just out of reach. However, instead of blaming yourself, appreciate what you were able to accomplish and realize that life moves on whether you're ready or not. And just because you failed the first time, it doesn't mean that you can't try again or even try something new. So with that being said, later today, when you come up here to receive your diploma, congratulate yourselves for your accomplishments as you ready yourselves to close this chapter of your life and start on another. Thank you.
Dr. Judith Brooks Buck, Dr. Gordon, Mr. Bryant, members of the school board, faculty, parents, and friends. I present to you those students who have met their academic and program objectives as prescribed by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Suffolk City Public Schools. They are hereby declared candidates for graduation in the Kings Fork High School graduating class of 2022. Candidates for graduation, first row will stand for the presentation of your names by Ms. Elkie Boone, Assistant Principal. First row, please stand.
Anthony Jang. Octavia Michelle Jones. Brendan Isaiah Adams. Carlito Jose Albizu. Amaya Christina Allen. Tamia Charnay Allman. Ariel Elizabeth Austin. What's your name? Trevin Anderson. Austin Ray Archer. Kendra Alexis Armstrong. Eric Leroy Arnold Sanchez. Julie Marie Arnold. Raymani Arasia Artist. Sanaya Taquis Artist. Jason Andrew Ashcraft. Tanaya LaShawn Ashlock. Shavasia Ann Baker. Jose Enrique Barreto. Madeline Taylor Bales. Jordan Michelle Barnes. Keith Jarrett D'Artagnan Bartlett. Jamila Jameek Bayer. George Montgomery Bill Jr. Jayla Tanika Monet Belton. Andrew Thor James Bender. Christopher Deshaun Benjamin. Alba Myra Bennett. Renee Darlene Comer. Jennifer Madison Soroka. William Joseph Bennett. Kishana Nicole Bess. Jean-Claude Tofi Belay. Terrell Tassir Black. Landon Levi Bonneville. Talia Jeanette Bonte. Stephen Jack Burrell. Sean Anthony Boyd. Elijah Ned Brantley. Ayania Calais Brown. Elijah Michael Centel Brown. Jalen Ariel Brown. Vernice Mary Brown. Yasmin Tamaya Brown. Anthony Michael Bufano. D'Angelo Nasir Burgos. Lazaria Taisha Butler. Peyton Joan Caldwell. Beyonce Marie Calhoun. Bravion Malik Ari Campbell. Keyshawn Tremaine Carr. Ty Sean Carr. Kavion Jonte Carroll. Seth James Carter. Daniel Benales Serrato. Isaiah Emmanuel Chambliss. Tyreek Bay Champion. Ariana Marie Cheeks. Snow Chin. Sophia Ying Chin. Devontae Travion Citizen. Jasmine Sierra Cloyd. Bailey Morgan Cobbs. Lance Courtney Cody Jr. Jason Emmanuel Cole Jr. Kylie Alora Combs. April Marie Cook. Yakira Anasia Copeland. Jose Alfredo Coronado. Nakayla Cherie Crawley. Liberty Saray Sarah Craigett. Ty Reagan Crowley. Amiante Anthony Cross. Shamaya Sinclair Darden. Ashari Najee Davis. D'Angelo Cato Davis. Lenora Marie Davis. Javon Corey DeLeon. Mackenzie Renee Denton. Jasmine Mariah Dodge. Caden LaZachary Doyle. Matthew Aiden William Dooley. Alicia Marie Edmonds. Janaya Lachey Edwards. Kenshandra Takia Edwards. Axel Willie Eggleston. Ebony Monique Early. Najuan Quantez Early. Christian Thomas Elgie. Tayshawn Wallace Elliott. Kristen Marie Ellis. China Imani Epps. Andrea Guadalupe Arroyo Rodriguez. Amaris Sanaya Evans Yisrael. Tashanti Deasia Evers. Ashante Tierra Falk. Tyan Latrell Falk. Kalik Mikhail Finner. Raymond Joseph Fernando. Adriana Nicole Philippak. Dante Mikhail Flowers. Jada Renee Flowers. Her niece, Liana Foster. Amaya Nicole Freeman. Xavier Marcel Gardner. Jason Wayne Garrett. Hannah Brooke Gastons. Devin Michael Jimma. Yasir Aman Jeter. Haven Araya Gibson. Ava Tyler Gilbreth Style. Zanaya Marie Gilliard. Jamel Elijah Gillis. Nevin Tyrese Good. Trinity Marie Gordillo. Micaiah Ariana Grant. Karaya Linnell Green. Marquise Alfonso Green. Gwyneth Page Gregory. Marley Jude Guibas. Adazeli Annabella Gutierrez. Christian Anthony Royce Guy. Rufino Charles Tay Hamilton. DeMonte Maurice Hamlin. Wyatt Joseph Hamlin. Kamisha Shania Harden. Amarion Jaquez Hardy. Majeda Leakita Hargrove. Willie Charles Harrell. Harmony Ajaya Harris. Howard Hamilton Harris. Julian Thomas Harris. Leah Randy Harris. That's my girl right Logan Kai Harris. Maya Lynette Harris. Serena Michelle Harris. Sarah Margaret Harrison. Nicholas Patrick Hasty. Kayla Ariana Hayer. Jackson Kenneth Hurdy. Tavius Shamar Higgs. Tavius Shamar Higgs. Kennedy Denise Hill. Kaylee Renee Udoto Jacobson. And Mr. Superintendent, platform guests, family, and friends, we're going to pause for 1 second for a parent, Tanika Holloman, to present her diploma to her daughter, Morgan Elise Holloman. Alonzo Cornelius Holly. Ethan Connor Horn. Isaias Jordan Houston. Tyler Jordan Howard. Caitlin Grace Hutala. Quaylen Isaiah Quest Hunt. Trey Wilson Hunt. Rebecca De Guzman Hutchins. Deron Lamonte Jackson. Destiny Armani Jackson. Preacher Jamal Marquise Jackson. Zachary Dylan Jackson. Robert Michael Jacobs Jr. Micaiah Zamara Jefferson. Jaden David Michael Joe. Asia Elise Johnson. Brianne Elizabeth Jolly. Arnasia Lene Jones. Drayshawn Nazir Jones. Cameron Deshawn Jones. Latitus Terrell Jones Jr. Olivia Nicole Jones. Sheree Dominique Jones. Zakiria Armani Jordan. Raekwon Isaiah Sincere Joseph. Ryan Noah Joyner. William Tavian Kegel. Nicole Marie Kearney. Madison Grace Kincaid. Callie Renee Kitchens. Tristan Michael Coach. Emily Ann Kuntz. Brittany Nicole Lassiter. Willie Lamont Lassiter. Chloe Alana Lawrence. Tatiana Monet Lawrence. Laura Catherine Leslie. Amron Tremone Lewis. David Nicholas Lewis. Raniel Ahmad Lewis. I got you. Nakila Lynette Lewis Clark. Natalie Lene Lewis Clark. Jeremiah Aiden Liddell. Reginae Lanice Liggins Brunson. Erica Lynn. Ariana Mackenzie Littles. Valentino DeAndrew Lopez. Ryan Martin Louder. Darius Khalil Dupree Lowe. Lauren Elizabeth Lucas. Michaela Shantiera Madison. Ashley Elizabeth Mann. Sophie B. Marlin. Louise M.B. Mbois. Layla Amaris McLone. Emily Aislinn McMahon. Janaya Labria McRae. Juan W. Medina Ortiz. Rebecca Joanne Merrifield. Malik Brandon Mazel. Tajon Xavier Moody. Asia Monique Morris. Samaya Humera Morrison. Haley Caitlin Morrow. Seth Anthony Mortensen. Kyrie Chance Fritz Moisten. Bruce Anthony Mullen. Lillian Jade Monroe. Anaya Michaela Nazareth. Nevaeh Nicole Nichols. Jenna Elizabeth Nikolsky. Sydney Michaela Osborne. Denasia Elise Jacqueline Overton. Kayla Marie Natalie Owen. Nikita Pandy. Joshua Terrell Parker. Michaela Ann Parker. Michaela Nicole Parker. William Darnell Parker. Micah Avante Parson. Tony Mitchell Payton Jr. Ezekiel Darrell Pearson. Jaden Alexander Pettis. Abigail Elizabeth Phillips. Emilion Armani Pierce. Penelope Rose Polymonopoulos. Asia Monet Powell. Megan Lorraine Powell. Crystal Lynn Priest. Tabitha Gail Ralph. Kayla Elise Reynoso. Tevin O'Neill Ricks. Tanaya Nikira Riddick. Kevin Jamal Roberts. Alexander Royce Robinson. Kyalani Renee Robinson. Brianna Nicole Rodriguez. Dominique Lee Rollback. Joseph Elijah Rounds. Caitlin Tenon Rubothan. Moises J.R. Salgado. Leighton Cole Salter. Eric Adrian San Andreas. Jaden Akeem Sarton. Jessica Lynn Salning. Garrett Lane Schultz. Naija Alexis Renee Scott. Royce Ahmad Scott. Isaiah.
What he trying to do? Oh no, he said he was before. He did say he was before. He said he was before.
Isaiah Markel Scutchins. Jabari Briante Sessoms. Khalil Amir Sharp. Shaviana Sharp. Kanae Brianna Shields. Kaylin Shalise Simon. Jalen Anthony Simmons. Sequoia Ashanti Simmons. Craig LaShawn Skinner. Devin Isaiah Sloan. Taylor Catherine Smith. Zachary Scott Sorensen. Jalen John Spicer. Bruce Warren Clark Spivey. Michaela Vernice Jerleon Starkley. Bryn Marie Starks. Lauren Taylor Stewart. Hayden Alexander Stowe. Hannah Kaylee Strickland. Amia De'Ara Sweat. DeAndre Noel Taylor. Angelique Amari Thomas. Jalen Deshawn Thomas. Layla Chanel Thomas. Abigail Nicole Thomason. Jalen Marie Thornton. Tarana Lauren Thornton. Malachi Renard Thornton. Makai Andres Tolbert. Aaliyah Yasmin Downing Travers. Ellis D'Angelo Trotter. Sierra Nicole Turner. Christian Amari Tyler. Allison Renee Vigil.
Come on, man. My bad.
Christian Richard Walker. Camille Natalie Walters. Zoe Madeline Walton. Andrea Denise Warren. Darion Lamar Watkins Early. Javier Eric Watkins. Xavier Miori Amir Watson. Joshua Emmanuel Wirtz. Malachi Elijah White. Samantha Nicole White. Tavada Imani Whitehead. Elena Michelle Wiggins. Dwayne Lavon Wiggins. Kenneth Deshawn Wiggins. Michaela Ari Wiggins. Abigail Riley Wilkerson. Amaya Sanai Williams. Kenitria Deshawn Williams. Riley Claire Williams. Her Majesty Azuri Quanjel Williamson. Your Majesty Zaire Quan Williamson. Peyton Daisha Wilson. Amari Shanae Winnigan. Johannes Cheyenne Woodard Applewhite. Tyler Gordon Ray. Deshanti Chanel Wright.
Demontre Jermaine Iriante Wynn.
Gotcha. Demontre Jermaine Iriante Wynn. Zaire Wilbert Wynn. Aiden Patrick Yang. Jessica Nicole Ziegler. Alexis Joy Zilla. Amarion Jaquan Bullock. Javian Nashawn Scott. Destiny Capri Scott. Anastasia Rita Maria Montigny. Marlique Quintrell Howe. Amir Joel Small.
Congratulations to that Bulldog class of 2022. Madam Chair, Dr. Brooks Buck, board members, Dr. Gordon, SAO staff, good afternoon, but surely, mostly importantly, congratulations to this class of 2022. Bulldog family, I know, I'm the last one to speak at the last graduation today on a very long day for everyone. And just like my son told me before I left the house today, Dad, you do know that when you get up there, everybody's gonna be ready to go. However, I do have a few remarks to close out this momentous occasion. Today is a celebration of all that is good about our students, teachers, and school. I could stand up here and talk about all the negative effects that COVID and how it kept us apart from one another, out of the classroom, and devastated our homes. Instead, I choose to use this opportunity to look out on you all and feel that positive energy that comes on graduation day. I'm excited about the future for each of you. You have the potential to be all you want to be. I especially want to say thank you to the graduates who will leave here today to serve our country in the armed forces. Thank you in advance, because I know that the freedoms we enjoy in America aren't free. So I would like to humbly and wholeheartedly thank you for your current and future sacrifices. I urge you to take a moment and be sure you always put your energy, faith, talent, and time into an endeavor that will benefit you and your community. People will try to tell you that you can't accomplish things because of your age, your race, beliefs, or your lifestyle. They will underestimate you just like COVID did. People will wish that they had the same opportunities that you now have. As a matter of fact, those same opportunities have become some of my greatest moments as high school principal. The more than $6 million in scholarship money, the state and regional runs for the varsity football and boys basketball teams, local, regional, state, and national recognition of the mighty marching Bulldog Band, and certainly the first girls basketball team to win a state championship in the city of Suffolk. I find it sad to say goodbye to these graduates, many of which I have shared how their parents sat in these same seats some years ago. However, life must move on, and I take comfort in feeling confident about all of your flourishing. There is a huge world out there waiting for your newly acquired talents. Be sure to keep in touch with me, your teachers, and your classmates. We will all be glad to see you and anxious to hear your good news. Thank you, parents, for your support of Kings Fork High School and our students. Whether it was making sure your child got a good night's rest, the cable bill paid for them to complete online learning, or an email from you to find out when that grade for missing work was going to get put in, you remain the biggest advocate for your children. For many of the parents here today, our goal is to teach our children not to need us. It's a good thing we all got lifelong goals. Your kids will always need you. Don't continue to put pressure on yourself to do or provide things that you can't when all that these students need is for you to be there. These students are smart, smarter than we ever were. However, how many times as a parent have you looked at that child and said, you got all the book sense in the world, but no? So it's clear that this day and days to come will not be possible without your support. Lastly, I would like to say that too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. Today, I encourage you to use what you got, whether that's your voice, strengths, talents, or other resources. Use those things to make a difference in your life and, most importantly, in the lives of others. Start where you are, use what you can. Thank you, Bulldog class of 2022. Now, for the very last time that I get to tell you guys what to do, I need the class of 2022 to please stand. Graduates, please turn your tassels from the right to the left. By the power granted to me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Suffolk School Board, I declare that you have met the requirements set forth and are now graduates of Kings Fork High School.